From the ashes of Kathy Hochul's failed policies, New York will rise. Like we always do, Elise Stefanik will clean up Kathy Hochul's catastrophe.
All right, so that announcement coming earlier today, and early polling shows something that you rarely see in New York. A Republican, Elise Stefanik, currently has a 1-point lead over the Democrat governor, Kathy Hochul, if you believe that polling. And joining us now for more, New York Congresswoman and New York gubernatorial candidate Elise Stefanik. Great to have you with us tonight. We appreciate you being here. Congratulations. I want to ask you about this race. Donald Trump lost New York to Kamala Harris by 12 points. Lee Zeldin lost to Kathy Hochul in 2022 by 5 points. What's different in New York about 2026?
So what's different, I would say, Rob, and appreciate the opportunity to talk to your viewers, is that New York has fallen to a radical, defund the police, tax hiking, abolish private property, pro-Hamas mayor in the form of Zohran Mamdani. And you know who endorsed that mayor to propel him? Kathy Hochul, the worst governor in America. And unlike when she was on the ballot in 2022, when she was the accidental governor, because let's remember, that was when Cuomo was forced to step down, and the lieutenant governor, then Kathy Hochul, was ascended, kind of like Kamala Harris, who didn't have a primary, neither did Kathy Hochul. Now we have 4 years at looking at Kathy Hochul's failed policies. And what has she brought to New York? The highest tax state in the nation, the most unaffordable state in the nation, with the highest energy bills, utility bills, grocery bills, and rent because of her failed policies. She's also brought a crime crisis. And when New Yorkers were looking for leadership in this mayor's race to bring common sense and a check to Zohran Mamdani, she embraced him. She failed to condemn a single statement he said, and voters have woken up to this. They're saying enough is enough. We need new leadership to make New York affordable and safe again, which is why I'm running for governor. I
know you just announced today, but have you given any thought to lieutenant governor?
You know, this is going to be a strong ticket up and down the ballot. And when you really think about it, it's not just the top positions. It's everyone from the town level all the way up to the top of the ticket, including the key House races. One of the highlights in 2022 when Lee Zeldin ran was we flipped those 5 congressional seats in New York State that literally delivered the House Republican majority. So we have always operated that way, to work as a team. A rising tide lifts all boats. And of course, a rising tide in New York lifts all families. We're going to give them that alternative vision, and we're going to hold Kathy Hochul accountable for her failures and for making it unaffordable and unsafe.
Okay, no specifics yet, though, right?
No, this is my first day launching.
Right,
We're overwhelmed by the outpouring of support from Republicans, Independents, and Democrats.
Okay, Kathy Hochul, I don't know if this is her new campaign slogan, but she was in Puerto Rico last night, and she told the audience, the more you push her to do something, the more likely she won't do it. Take a listen.
But I'm the type of person, the more you push me, the more I'm not going to do what you want. Okay? So a little lesson to all of our friends out there.
Is that how you win over New Yorkers or anyone?
No, Kathy Hochul is the most politically inept candidate. It's why she has the highest disapproval rating for any New York elected official in the state of New York. It's why she's underwater, even in her own party. She can't get over 50% of registered Democrats who approve of her in this state. And the reality is, the hecklers, and this is not the first time, it's not the last time Kathy Hochul will be heckled and booed off stage. It's because they are heckling her, forcing her to raise taxes. She has raised taxes before. She's going to bend the knee and do it again. She might try to call it something differently, but the reality is she owns these high taxes we have. And within 24 hours of the heckle, she said, oh, yes, I'm open to raising taxes. That's not what New Yorkers need when we're facing this crisis. I have a record of cutting taxes and delivering the largest tax cut in history for New York families to make sure that they're able to thrive here. And we need to do that a lot more in Albany, to lower taxes at the state level.
You know, a Republican governor hasn't been elected in New York since 2002. They say politics is all about timing. After Zohran Mamdani was elected on Tuesday, I think you picked the perfect time to run for governor and change that trend. Elise Stefanik, good luck to you. Thanks so much for being with us tonight.
Thank you, Rob.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.